I came to the wedding, but my daughter said, "Dad, you're not invited. Go away." My name's Dan, though most people just call me Danny. I'm 52 years old, and for the most part, I've lived a simple, pretty ordinary life. I'm not rich, I'm not famous, I don't have some flashy job to brag about. I've worked construction for most of my life, building homes and doing renovations. My hands are rough, my back hurts more than it used to, but I've always taken pride in being a provider, in showing up. And if you ask me what my proudest accomplishment is, it's not the houses I built or the projects I finished. It's my daughter, Emily. She's my only child. I raised her mostly on my own after her mom, and I split when Emily was still little. Life wasn't easy, and I didn't always get everything right, but I thought, deep down, I was a good dad. At least, I thought I was. Until the day of her wedding. The day that should have been one of the happiest days of my life. Watching my little girl walk down the aisle. Turn into something I'll never forget for reasons I still struggle to process. Because that was the day Emily looked me dead in the eyes and told me, asterisk, "Dad, you're not invited. Go away." Asterisk. Before start, please subscribe my channel and like the video. The memory is still sharp, like it happened yesterday. It was a warm afternoon in late June, one of those perfect wedding weather days where the sun hangs lazily in the sky, painting everything in golden light. The ceremony was held at this beautiful vineyard just outside of town. You could smell the sweet mix of blooming roses and freshly cut grass as soon as you stepped onto the property. I remember the gravel crunching under my shoes as I parked at the edge of the lot. People were walking in, dressed in suits and dresses, their voices carrying that mix of excitement and gossip that always comes with weddings. I wasn't dressed in anything fancy, just a pressed button-down shirt, a tie Emily had given me years ago for Father's Day, and my one good pair of black slacks. My hands were shaking a little as I straightened the tie in the car mirror. I told myself it was just nerves, the kind of proud, emotional nerves a father feels on a day like that. I grabbed the small gift bag I brought, a silver locket with Emily's initials engraved on it, and started walking toward the entrance. And that's when everything changed. Just before I reached the reception area, I spotted Emily. She looked breathtaking. Her wedding dress was simple but elegant, white silk with lace trim, and her hair was pinned back with little pearl clips. For a second, I froze. My little girl, the same one who used to climb onto my shoulders and beg me to chase her around the park. She looked like a woman, a bride. I felt tears sting my eyes, but before I could even say anything, she saw me. And the look on her face, it wasn't joy. It wasn't surprise. It was anger. Her heels clicked sharply against the stone path as she walked straight toward me, her veil swaying behind her like a trail of smoke. "Dad," she said, her voice low and tight, like she didn't want others to hear. "What are you doing here?" I blinked, confused. "What do you mean?" I came to see you, sweetheart. To be here for your big day. I wouldn't miss it for the world." Her jaw tightened. She glanced around quickly, then leaned in closer. "You weren't supposed to come. You're not invited. Please, just go." At first, I thought I misheard her. My ears rang like I'd been punched. I forced a laugh, trying to play it off. "Not invited? Sweetheart, this is your wedding. I'm your dad. Of course I'm supposed to be here." But the way she looked at me, it was like she was staring at a stranger. Cold, distant. Inside, my chest tightened. My stomach dropped. 1,000 questions spun in my head all at once. Asterisk, why is she saying this? Did I do something wrong? Did her fiancé not want me here? Did her mother? Asterisk. I felt my throat dry out. But I couldn't just turn around and leave. I couldn't. "Emily," I whispered, "I raised you. I've been there through everything. Why would you want me to leave now?" Her eyes flickered, and for just a second, I thought I saw something. Hesitation, maybe even guilt, but it vanished quickly. "I don't want a scene," she said. "Please, just go." I shook my head, my voice trembling. "Emily, if I've done something to upset you, I'm sorry. But don't shut me out like this. Not today. Not like this." Her eyes hardened. "Dad, I'm serious. If you stay, you'll ruin everything." "Ruin?" I repeated, my voice cracking. How could me being here ruin anything? I'm your father. All I want is to see you happy. Then, before she could respond, her mother, my ex-wife Lisa, appeared behind her. She looked just as surprised to see me, but not in a good way. Her lips pressed into a thin line, and she stepped closer, putting a hand on Emily's arm protectively. Dan, Lisa said sharply, we told you this wasn't your place. My heart sank. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't it be my place? She's my daughter too. Lisa's eyes narrowed. You've done enough. Those words hit me like a slap. Done enough? I wanted to shout, demand answers. But Emily's eyes, her pleading, almost desperate expression, kept me frozen. That's when the truth finally spilled out. Lisa looked at me, then at Emily, and sighed. He doesn't know, does he? Emily's lips trembled. She whispered, Mom, don't. But Lisa didn't stop. Dan, she said, her voice lower now. Emily found out the truth a while back. About the money. About the choices you made when she was a kid. My stomach flipped. What are you talking about? Emily's voice broke. I know, Dad. I know you weren't working late all those nights. I know about the gambling. The loans. The fights you had with Mom about it. My mouth went dry. It felt like the world tilted under my feet. That was years ago. Mistakes I thought were buried. Mistakes I swore I'd never let define me again. I opened my mouth to explain, to defend myself, but she shook her head. Tears welled in her eyes. I can't let that be part of today. I can't carry that with me into this new chapter. I need to move forward. Dad, without you. The words gutted me. I wanted to beg, to tell her that people can change, that I had changed, that every sleepless night, every overtime shift, every sacrifice since then had been for her. But standing there, watching her trembling in that beautiful white dress, I realized something. This wasn't about me. It was about her. And as much as it shattered me, I knew I couldn't force myself into her story if she didn't want me there. So I swallowed the lump in my throat, blinked back the tears, and nodded. I love you, Emily. I whispered. Always. Even if I'm not part of this day, I'll always love you. Her face crumpled, but she didn't answer. She just turned, clutching Lisa's arm, and walked back toward the ceremony. I stood there, gift bag dangling uselessly from my hand, until my legs finally moved me back toward the car. The gravel crunched louder this time, every step echoing the truth. I wasn't wanted. Not here. Not today. I drove home in silence. The locket stayed in the passenger seat, unopened, the silver catching the fading sunlight. That night, sitting alone at my kitchen table, I thought about all the years, all the moments, teaching her to ride a bike, patching up her scraped knees, cheering at her school plays. Maybe to her, those weren't enough to outweigh the mistakes. Maybe the damage I caused years ago left scars I couldn't see. But I made myself a promise that night. If my daughter ever comes back to me, if she ever opens that door again, I'll be here. I'll be waiting. Because that's what fathers do, even when they're told to go away. And until then, I just hope that when she looks back, someday she remembers not just the failures, but also the love. The kind of love that never leaves, no matter how unwanted it feels.